those the 3 chests and all that kind of shit. Like they'll show you those to look through, so you can look through all that information. And then some of the stuff they find in his office, like basically they go through it first to make sure that it's nothing that they don't want you to see in terms of like, you know, sensitive documents if there are any, because they want to check through it first. But they give you everything else that's not strictly kingdom business. Notes. Okay, that's the only thing that you got from that. Nephis. Yeah, sorry. You said something.
I was also getting a new signet ring.
Signet ring, yeah. Okay, sorry, that was lost in the wall. Yes, you get a new signet ring.
Awesome.
A real honest to goodness signet ring.
Would it be possible for Vin to get his a replacement what's it called? Fucking scroll of pedigree?
Yes.
Hell yeah. I'm back in business, baby.
They can't give you like a proper good one, just because if you're looking for a Cairona scroll of pedigree, they can make you one that recognizes you as it, but they can't give you like the legit one. But they can give you like a scroll of pedigree for the Kingdom of Aurelis.
Yeah, like verified by the fucking new king of Nancon, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's good enough.
So you can get an Aurelian scroll of pedigree.
That's good enough for now. Let's fucking go.
So is that basically just like a document saying like, yeah, this guy's a noble or something?
Yeah. It entitles you to be a nobleman as affiliated with the crown.
I imagine that's something that everyone will be getting that accepts the noble title, right?
Yeah, so this is where I wanted to this is one of the things I wanted to explain more that I started to. Now that I have everybody, I'm going to explain this, and I'm going to try and get through it once, and then once I get to the end, we will ask questions.
I won't interrupt you.
I appreciate that. So you have all been given the honorary titles of the saviors of Nancon, or whatever I wrote down that it was. Protectors of Aurelis, sorry. So you were all declared protectors of Aurelis, which means you are like recognized heroes. You guys have done an act of good service, which also gives you each a gold medal embossed with the head of a lion as a commendation for your efforts. So you're all given a title, no matter what. You're protectors of Aurelis, and you're given a medal. Beyond that, he will offer you guys, collectively the party, a place called the Province of Osterbrook. And Osterbrook is essentially a province which contains 6 villages, a manor, which is Osterbrook itself, and then an old rundown castle called the Chateau Falaise. Now, this is south of Nancon, about 2 days' travel, and it incorporates 2 fishing towns, 2 farming towns, a mining town, and a logging town. I say town, it's really just a village with all of the spread out rural area. As well as that, the manor itself is the place, where the old lord who is there, or the old baron who is there, he died. He had no kids, so that's why this place is up for access. So he lived there, and that's where the head of sort of the regional government is. They have specialists who manage all the day-to-day activities and all that kind of stuff, and they already have an equerry, and an equerry is a guy who is essentially like your adjutant or your number 2 guy. He's there to pick up the pieces if you're not there. So there's an equerry there who's running the state, essentially, or running the province. And he's there in absence of the lord. So if you come back, he steps aside. He still does the stuff that he does. He's like the advisor. So he's there. He's taking care of things day to day. If you're to accept a title, or if you accept, you can accept a noble title and be a knight of Aurelis, which does not give you a firm claim on land, but you'll be a Knight of Arillis under the house in Osterbrook. So you'd have that coat of arms. That would be your place of residence, essentially. If you want to accept the title with the land, it's a barony, and that gives you like entitlement to the land there. And if more than one person wants land and title, you guys can divide it up as you choose. So that's sort of the offers being given to you. Of course, the cash. You can choose to accept the noble title and not have land. You can choose to just accept the title of being a protector of Arillis and then just walk away with your 1,000 and whatever change gold. You can go whole hog. It's up to you. So this is kind of stepping back a little from the IC dialogue, but this is the presentation to the group of, you guys have done this amazing service. You've kicked out the false king. You've given the new king his crown. He is willing to offer you this empty fief because it has no title or heir. And then there's basically lesser degrees of attachment, but that's what you're given. If you would like to be a knight, you do get the benefits and perks of the actual knight background for the noble, so you can get 3 retinue retainers if you choose, and all that kind of stuff. So this is the gift and the choices that you may have.
So we could have 18 retainers with us potentially.
Look, you could do whatever you want. These are the choices I choose for you. Or sorry, these are the choices I give to you. And you could also, like, if you want to ask for something else, like, hey, it's really nice, but what I'd like is, I don't know, a warhorse and barding and to fuck off. I don't know. If you want to do that, they'll be happy to oblige.
Oh.
You get the gold, you get the shit. No, you're gonna get it anyways. Like, you're paying for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll pay for the horse.
Yeah, that's still the deal. 250 gold and for a warhorse with the barding and everything. It's special savior price. Only while stock lasts. This is sort of like the party's 15 minutes of fame right now. Like, a lot of people are pretty happy with you, and you're the cool thing of the moment.
It's our hour.
I would want to get the horse and everything I mentioned in IC, if possible, and I would like to arrange a celebration at the manor.
Okay.
But first, I'll ask if any of the other party members want claim to the land as well.
DM.
Oh, I'm
Hello.
fucking lagging.
I have 2 questions for you before I go accepting any form of land here.
Okay.
Question number 1: does my
I'm gonna bring up. You're from the south, so you probably have
I'm from
heard of
Nissia,
this
or
before.
not Nissia, yeah. Farvia.
No, I mean Knight is from the south, so you'll understand what I'm about to say.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, this
All
is
right.
gonna
Remember
get
back in the day
racist.
when a couple of white folks would have some black friends over for dinner, and you'd know that they were over for dinner because they closed the curtains and stuff? With being black, but it was that kind of time when, lying down, but it was still, you look at black people funny. That's you with a mask. How to get it off?
Right.
Oh.
It's pretty fucking open with the test and all that shit. Like, you're aware. You've been aware for quite some time exactly the process involved.
Fair enough.
So at this point in time, that's on you. If you're waiting to kill an enemy in battle to guide him to the light, that's up to you, man.
Of course.
Why
The
does he
second
still
thing
have
that
the
I want
frickin'
to the second thing that I want to ask here is How does this affect me with the fact that I am Tarvian? Like, this is...
You are an ex-cavalryman for all intents and purposes, because the Tarvian culture is entirely different from the feudal culture of the West Marches. You being a cataphract does not equate the same way to you being a knight. The cataphracts are effectively the Aurelian Cavaliers in terms of position in society. You are a professional soldier, just like those guys are highly trained professional soldiers. They are effectively your equal in terms of military weight and rank.
I'm just taking this into consideration that this is a foreign nation, and I am from a former... was part of a different military, so...
Sure, but there's absolutely nothing on you that identifies you as such, and you yourself have made it a point that you don't really introduce yourself as, "Hi, my name is Anton Greycastle, I used to be from Tarvia." You know what I mean?
But
So, like, at this point in time, however...
It's not unusual for, like, people that were in, other nations' militaries to go and join a different nation's military after they leave that initial military. It's happened before, and it'll happen again.
None of you guys are from the West Marches. Vinshenzo is obviously not from around here. Khutula is obviously not from around here, and Carlos is obviously not from around here. They're still getting this offer. You're still getting this offer.
Fair enough.
This is not. There was no asterisk, small text. Selected people may apply. Don't.
You know what I would do if I was you, Anton? I would get a scroll of pedigree and a signet ring and accept the title, and if anybody gives you a hard time for the mask ever again, you show them that.
I'm just trying to decide between doing something with the mining town or just taking the knight's background, getting a warhorse and some barding and just calling it a day and then fucking off. So
when I say towns, I don't mean a nice town like the big places you visited. These are villages.
These are small villages, right?
Yeah, these are villages and collections of hamlets that all sort of localize there.
Yeah, I figured it was about that size. I kind of like that kind of size. So it's just trying to decide what I want. So I guess come back to me when I've fully decided on that one.
Okay, well, I'm going to go to the next person down on the Discord voice chat, because that's how I organize things. Carlos Santiago.
Outstanding. Yeah, Carlos wants it all. As far as, the property and stuff goes, if Vin was willing to share that with him, he would accept that offer, but really, he really just wants that title and the money. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you didn't get land if you accept the money.
No, you get... This is not an either or. You're getting the 1,000 gold. You're getting the shiny metal. You're getting the title of Protector of Aurelis.
I understand.
And you get land. If you don't want land, then there's the other choices, right? You can have land. Yeah. If you don't want land, you can have a knighthood. If you don't want a knighthood or land, you can fuck off. Nicely. With gifts. We'll give you a fruit basket.
So there we go.
But a nice fruit basket.
Okay. I don't know. I have no idea how it would be divided among two people or whatever, so...
It's up to you guys.
Okay. I have no, concept of, where the...
I know. I recognize that. I'm sorry. I'm silly. Can I get... Devon, I'll make you a picture that I'd like you to put up, and this will help us all. Let me just zoom in a little here.
Hello.
I'm making
time looking at things I might possibly want.
Wow, that is what a great thing to do.
Aye.
Copy.
Aye.
Devon. Hey, those are some cute dogs. Could you put that up, please?
Aye.
Wouldn't it divide into duchies or whatever, or like
Yeah,
whatever
effectively.
it's called, and then so who would be the baron then?
This is shit that you guys get to decide. Would you like to elect a baron and have somebody be slightly under, understanding that that's a hierarchy? Do you want to just ask the king to split provinces, saying, "Hey, no, we just want our own land. We just each want our specific land"? What? Like, this is...
Would we still be barons if we split the land like that, though?
Yes,
Okay, so
but it'd just be smaller, and the revenues would be smaller, and then that's all. That's it. That's all.
okay.
It's now two separate pieces of land with its own two separate resources. Like, that's all.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, let's maybe hear from some other voices in the crowd, like Khutula or Isaac.
I'm currently thinking about it, but I'm leaning towards taking neither land nor a knight title.
Khutula?
She would probably, I think, accept the title and not necessarily want to own land, but would still like to participate in either having some kind of like, whether it's like rent she would pay, but not necessarily like maintaining things, but just having a secure place to stay and study and do what she needs to do. And she would also be interested in possibly either studying with the
Wizards College?
yeah, that word, with them, or at least getting like seeing if she could possibly get a stronger arcane focus.
Those answers are so... A stronger arcane focus, yes, the Wizards College can help you with that. Would you like to study with them? Yes, the Wizards College can help you out with that. Having a title... There you go. Okay. Yeah, so you are now a noble lady, and that does come with a scroll of pedigree and a signet ring, and you are attached to the household of Osterbrook. Nephis.
Hello.
What say you?
Speaking to the king, Nephis would like to only have a small portion of land on the coastline, enough to house a, if it isn't unreasonable, to house a small but somewhat large fishing vessel.
Okay, so this is now the point
Schooner
where...
launch.
So you want the boat, or do you just want a place to have the boat?
I want a boat and a place to perhaps have the boat.
Okay, so
stored.
I will now show you the map.
Okay.
Guess I will use the color black. So this is the moment that basically Carlos and everybody, I guess. So this is the area around Nancon more specifically. So Nancon itself sort of runs like this in terms of like the province that it has. And then you guys are essentially like this. So in red, this is a cliffside castle. And it is called Chateau Falaise. That's overlooking the sea. In blue here, this is Osterbrook. And that is where the Lord's Manor is, where the Baron's sort of manor is. I will do in green. So there are two sort of industrial villages here. That's your mining town, which is Rivière du Serpent. And then there's a logging town called Aurelisbourg. And Aurelisbourg is the northern one. Rivière du Serpent is the southern one. Then we have the farming town, so that'll be a different green. This one. So you have two there. And the farming ones are Village du Antlar, which is the northern one, and Gieselbourg, which is the southern one. And you have... we'll make this a darker blue. Two fishing villages along the coast. So that is effectively what the populated areas of this province, which is known as Osterbrook.
Okay.
The Chateau Falaise has a dock. Obviously, the two fishing villages also have docks that are capable of holding seagoing vessels. So, there's the map so that Carlos and Vin, you can look over this. Nephis, you can have a dock in any of the villages or at the castle. Like, the dock is there. You can put a boat in there. If you're asking for a boat what is it, a boat instead of anything else, or
Not instead of anything else. I still want the pay. But he says if it would be too much to ask, he would not take the 1,000 if he did get like a sizable vessel.
No, you are getting the 1,000, and if you're asking for a sizable, like, you're getting the 1,000. Like I said, the 1,000 gold for each person is guaranteed. The little shiny gold lion medal, that's guaranteed. Those were like given to you in a ceremony. You have that. Okay. It's yours. It's not part of negotiations anymore. But beyond that, we're looking at haggling the next step. So the next step is, if you want a boat,
I'm just
cool.
looking for a schooner docked at one of the places that we hold.
That can happen.
Yeah.
So, would you like noble title with no land, or would you like to not do that?
Mostly just the boat. And I would want it to be held wherever either wherever Vin holds. If it's the castle, then yes.
All right.
Okay. Hold your fucking horses.
So Nephis, you will get a boat. You will get a schooner.
Aye.
Okay, so from the sounds of it, the only people who feel strongly about getting titles is Carlos and maybe Vin.
Yeah. So it's the two of you now, but that's why I went through the other guys first.
So should we divide the land in two so Vin and Carlos can be barons, and then the rest of the party can be like fucking whatever's underneath Baron?
What was it, dukes and duchesses or something?
Yeah, I don't know if Duke is above
Baron. Well, the only
If we take
person...
knight was lord and lady, I think.
A knight is a knight. So yeah, that's a lord. It's a lord or a lady.
Whatever's underneath Baron is my point.
So a land owning noble underneath Baron is a duke, I believe. I'm going by the Wikipedia of whatever, so that is the hierarchy that I'm looking at. So underneath you have, oh no, that's counts. Castellan. Ooh, I like that title, Castellan. So
okay. So how
Many of
does
your
everybody
counts.
feel about that?
Or earls or ealdormans. Ooh, ealdormans and
that.
earls. That's what it is, ealdorman. An earl in Castellan. Fuck, this is cool. I like all these
Nephis
names.
doesn't care for a title. He just wants a ship.
Okay.
Is there a specific reason why the both of you want to be barons? Is it just so that you have equal status and that you report to the king directly?
Vin wants
Or is
the
it just 'cause
highest
you wanna
title
own land?
possible.
Because you can be a you could just, for instance, one of you could be a baron and then the other person be a duke within that land and still own the land. It's just that now instead of paying taxes to the king, you're paying taxes to the baron, who then pays the taxes to the king.
Okay. I
That is the way that I'm just trying to describe the medieval system in a way that is informative and not suggestive.
Carlos isn't going to split hairs over needing to be a baron or a specifically or a duke or whatever. Like, as long as he has a noble title, he'll be happy.
okay.
So if it would be simpler if like Vin was the baron and then everyone else was something under him, then and just for landowning purposes to make it easier, then yeah, whatever.
Okay, I'm trying to play into my character's bonds, flaws, and ideals, and Vin would want to be not necessarily the guy in charge, but the guy with the highest title possible. So he could make his family proud, and his family could say whatever about, oh, there's a place in Nancon, da da da.
A Baron Kobold? No, I think not.
I'm not trying to dissuade you from also being a baron, Carlos. I'm just trying to be informative and not suggestive.
Sure. I I don't know.
Vin's willing to be Baron all the way.
I'm about to be
He's
co-bald,
nuts.
and the fact that I'm going frickin' bald.
Oh yeah, dude.
Baldlistic. Nephis wants a schooner.
That'll be dope, dude.
Aye.
Okay, cool. So, I'll let you guys figure that out. But at the end of the day, okay, somebody's getting that. So, the manor has a whole bunch of resources available to you guys. And the
Okay,
castle has
Vin
some
is the
resources available to you
baron.
guys. So that is a cool thing. You have that, whatever. You're here now in Nancon. So Nephis had a cool crossbow idea that he gave to a blacksmith. He will do that.
Yes.
He will drop a design for you. He won't take your 3 gold, not because you're hero of the town, but because he wants to do the design, and then he'll take
Then the
payment
pay.
upon. Yeah,
Gotcha.
he'll make you the thing after you're satisfied.
Do I have two additional hand crossbows and a rapier?
Yes, you have 2 hand crossbows and a rapier. You also have a mastiff with special barding for the mastiff.
Yeah.
Can't remember what the price is for a mastiff.
I think it's. Never mind.
Did I
don't
pay
think.
for the hand crossbows and the rapier?
You paid for the hand crossbows and the rapier, but you
Okay, I
didn't
will-
pay for the mastiff or the barding.
Oh. Okay.
It was a gift.
Hell yeah. I will deduct that from my... how much is it?
I'm trying to open up my things right now, but my computer's misbehaving. I was hoping to already have that information for you. But it's the standard price for those things.
Hell yeah. I will deduct
I also have a shopping list of stuff I would like to purchase I have the prices written out and everything. You can tell me what goes and what doesn't, but I'll leave it next to the tablet.
I'm deducting.
He's deduct.
It's deducting. Okay. Nephis shopping list.
Also, since everyone like fucking got 1,000 gold, just a reminder for your characters that the option to invest that money still exists. And I can tell you how much that you guys already have invested if you want.
And also remember, you are literally giving your money to a lizard person.
Yes. Very trustworthy.
Aye.
SMH, the lizard people run the banks.
Then the shall turn into...
What is Vinshenzo gonna name his dog?
Vinshenzo will name his dog Chauncey.
Chill, you can have that.
Then that's what I'm gonna go for.
Do you want to give up your title? Because it's not like a title or this. Like, you can still have your title.
Oh yeah, this would be a good time for Anton as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, what, Nephis?
Chat.
Oh shit. I have masterwork half plate made for me instead of land or a title.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Knight should be a knight.
I know, I'm already considering that. It's literally two things. Like, I'd either want to be a knight or I'm just going to take whatever I got and then just fuck off, pretty much. But I think I might just take the knight background. So, I don't know if that's also possible that I could get a warhorse, some barding, and I believe 3 retainers. I think that's it.
Squire and 2 retainers if you want to have that too.
That is just fine, yeah. Squire, groom, and servant. So.
Huh? What?
Okay, you get those. It'll take a few days to sort it out, but you get those things. Isaac, yes, you can have a masterwork half plate.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering why Devon said sorry.
Because you were talking and then we went off fucking rail.
I was just telling Knight to look at the possibilities. Sorry.
Honestly, I'm kind of struggling because I don't know if Isaac would accept a title, being from hailing from free folk.
I think Isaac is a pretty free guy, and it seems like Isaac values that freedom. But you know him better than any of us.
Full plate. Yes, full plate the knight.
Full plate.
Yes, I know. I'd like some plate as well, yeah. Don't know if they'll give it to me, but...
They gave Devon a boat. Pretty sure they can give you some fucking armor.
I mean, armor...
Armor's pretty fucking
full plate
expensive.
are not fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Neither is a boat.
Specifically a fishing boat, though. It doesn't...
Yeah.
Yeah, but considering by the basis, sort of basis we've been going off, Masterwork is like 10 times the base price.
Oh yeah, it's fucking expensive.
So have Masterwork half plate is 7,500 gold.
I don't need Masterwork full plate, though. I'm fine with just getting regular full plate.
Masterwork full plate would be 15,000 gold.
That is roughly the cost of a boat.
Yeah.
Ooh. So you're saying it's possible?
Oh, good lord.
I mean, yeah, he's revoking his he's saying I don't want land. And land is, especially if it's like this kind of land ownership, that's pretty lucrative stuff. You're turning down
Mr.
quite
Stormwind would always be welcome in the manor, Vin says.
Sorry, more the point is like that because of that, you're getting a full plate meal. That's not too bad. That's pretty fucking good.
What exactly would be expected if you take the knight title of you?
Well, you would be expected to fight the enemies of the crown, however that presents itself. If there's a war, they'd be looking for their knights to go to war. This is, I know you're looking at this in terms of a roleplay story side, but they're not gonna just ask you to go and like, oh, hey, I know you're 50 million miles away, but can you come kill this troll? It's not going to be stupid shit like that.
No, I'm just thinking of how much would freedom be restricted, because that's what matters to Isaac.
If the kingdom were to go to war, it would be the Baron who's looking to you to serve. You are as a knight, you're serving the landowner who is, if Vin is accepting the barony, you're one of Vin's knights.
And the kingdom is currently at war.
This specific kingdom is not currently at war.
What about the fucking orcs?
They took care of it.
It doesn't really count as a war for them, because they're not actually in this kingdom. The orcs haven't got here yet. And the new king is like talking about shit and trying to figure shit out. The kingdom itself is like, the king has only been in power less than a week. He hasn't declared war on the orcs. The last king sure as shit didn't.
You can see the kingdom boundary lines on the West Marches map.
Yes. That is true.
I don't know, it seemed like a pretty big deal when we were over in Vales.
Well, it is a very big deal over in Vales. So the West Marches, I'll just refresh you, but the West Marches is not one kingdom.
I know.
The West Marches is a series of human kingdoms that have essentially banded together in a peace treaty or series of alliances. Vales and that kingdom there is one of the larger, more powerful ones. And Vales is the great city. It is like the Minas Tirith of the West Marches. And it got fucking stomped by orcs. So it's a big deal, but they haven't made it this far yet. So these smaller kingdoms down in the south, they're aware that it's an issue, but there's a fucking war going on. It's kind of been in the background. It hasn't really been the focus. Vales was under siege. It got fucking hit.
Right, but was it lost? You said it got stomped.
It did. It was a big fight. There was a very large battle. I have notes on it. Anyways, the orcs took a beating. The humans took a beating. It's still a big battle.
Oh, it's still going on.
Yeah, the war is currently happening.
Vales is still under siege.
We don't know that.
You don't know what the current state of Vales is in terms of who's holding it.
Whatever.
No. The prince traveled back the same time as you guys, and he got home a little bit faster because he wasn't diddling around. He went pretty much like directly back home. And he's had updates, but he hasn't had all the updates because there's still a war going on. He didn't get back like 2 days ago or anything like that, and he's just been sitting. Okay. No, he's traveled back pretty quick.
That's not what I'm saying. All right.
The prince was there. They fought orcs. They know there's a war going on. Who controls Vales currently has not been given to you as information right now, because nobody readily knows that answer.
Moonbeam, I went ahead and sent some stuff to you on Discord on the side, just night title stuff, some of the other things that I'm requesting and all that. Just putting my thoughts collectively, out there. That way you can just read and see it here.
Good stuff. Okay, Isaac. You just doing the plate? Or half plate or whatever? Which one are you doing?
Much as he can get away with.
I will take the knight title under Vinshenzo.
Yeah. So anybody who's accepting a knighthood is effectively serving under the Baron of that land. That's how it's being set up. Okay. So your call to service is literally going to be from one of your party members. so you can tell him to fuck off because it's just him or her.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm going with.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Nephis, you do not want to be a knight or pledge yourself. You just want your boat.
Aye.
Okay, I think we have all that out of the way. I think everybody's been covered. So with all that in mind, forward motion.
In our ocean of lotion.
In our ocean of lotion.
So
Where are we going? What are we doing?
So Vinshenzo is the Baron, and everyone else is dukes or whatever.
So Vinshenzo is the Baron. Carlos, do you want land under Vinshenzo, or do you want land for yourself? Because I've given other choices, and we've discussed more since the last time. I just want to get a firm choice.
Yeah, land under Vin would be fine.
So Vinshenzo, you have one duke under you who's, or count, or whatever the fuck I just claimed. So that's Carlos. In fact, you can choose what his title is if you want to, or Carlos can choose. I don't care. You guys do count, viscount, whatever. But generally, if you're under a baron in this area, it is duke or elderman,
Yeah, Duke's
depending on sort of local culture. Okay, so Vinshenzo and yourself at some point in time can discuss exactly which land under him you would hold. That's up to the two of you. Everybody else who is not Carlos, who is accepting a noble title, you are Knights of Osterbrook, and you are serving under the Baron Vinshenzo Cairona. So you're Knights of Osterbrook under the Baron Cairona.
Righto.
And those of you who did not accept a noble title or a knighthood, congratulations, you're just rich. And respected.
Hell yeah. Woohoo.
Vin wants the manor.
Okay.
You can have the castle.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And Isaac can be your man at arms.
I'll give you a full. Why don't you guys figure that out outside of the session? Because you can also build a fucking manor for him if Carlos wants a manor somewhere else and hold title over or hold fealty over two other villages. You can do that shit. Just want to give him the castle. That's cool too. I'm just don't shortchange yourself if you actually want to make this an interesting thing. That's up to you.
Yeah.
Again, but
Carlos can do whatever he wants on his fucking real estate.
castle land.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
As long as he doesn't leave. As long as he doesn't park his project car in the driveway.
Okay, so moving forward then.
Vin, the HOA board executive.
Aye.
I would rather die.
I want a party.
A party?
Aye.
You heard the lady. She wants a party.
Yeah, I want to host a party.
You want to host a party, so it is a 2-day travel to your super party.
I'm already riding there.
Yeah, I know.
How long are we staying in around Nancon?
I'll give a week for everybody to get all the stuff they want.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So if you stay in Nancon for a week, and because you're staying as guests, there's no real expense to you. And however you wish to spend your time, you can do so as you please. Working rules apply. You know what your rates are. It's a week, so that's 7 days, not 5. Just for the sake of it. So if you wish to do wage, you can. If not, just hang out. Those of you who are information seeking / spending time with the Wizards College Khutula, you can enjoy some time there if you'd like to study or do a project or do anything like that. The Smiths are open to you guys, but you got 7 days. We'll just breeze through it real quick. You know what you want. So if you'd like anything specific, cool.
How long does the party want to stay in Nancon?
Well, the question is, are we still going to the forge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nephis intends to.
And in that case, basically to get everyone ready to move and maybe have that party that Vin wanted. That's where I'm leaning.
Well, I don't really care about the forge, but I'm still heading that way. The longer we plan the party out, the more people we can have of the kingdom.
I don't care.
Nephis
I
does
just want
not
to get fucked
care.
up.
All right, does anybody want the formerly Carlos's masterwork leather armor?
Ew, no.
No.
I'd still rather have no armor. Fuck that. Is what Nephis says.
Oh,
Well, in that case, I would offload it to a
Isn't
merchant.
Nephis hiding in the woods?
Yes.
He's yelling it from the trees.
Fuck you!
I mean, sure, I'd be interested in masterwork armor. Or Vin would be.
It's an 11 AC studded leather with +1 dex modifier.
Hell yeah. It adds 11 AC?
It's 11 AC instead of it's studded is technically 12, but he asked for one that would benefit his dexterity instead of armor when he had it made. So it's +1 dex modifier, but I don't know what your dex is. Your dex is 20. I don't think you would benefit from that.
I'm pretty sure you would, because it's only you can't add dex to it, but you should be able to be modified from items.
Yeah, well, in that case, that would give you
So you'd have +6, basically.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, as long as you're wearing it.
I love that. You know what I mean?
I am removing that from my sheet.
So how long are we staying in Nancon?
Nephis asks the same question.
Well, I guess the better question is, how long do you intend to stick around?
I would like to throw as big of a celebration as possible, accounting for the time frame of my companions.
Khutula has forgotten about the original quest.
I forgot about those assholes at the monastery as soon as we left.
Amazing.
I feel like I don't know. Anton would probably feel the strongest about it.
Well, how much time does Ven need for this party? Because after this party is done, we probably should continue moving.
It would
I'll
be
take it.
one great night of revelry, Anton.
I mean, it's just one night, so I'd certainly be interested in attending that, and then once that's over, go ahead and continue off to the forge. That is,
Okay.
provided all the shit's together and all that, because I think I'm still waiting on some things right now.
Okay,
Or at least
so
a week.
it's going to be a week to get all of our shit, right?
Yeah.
And then, well, are all of our shit from the fucking prince or whatever the fuck. I don't know how long it takes to fucking build a boat or whatever, but there's a week.
Oh, the boat's not being built. It's good. It's being sailed. Oh, they'll sail
Okay.
it to the dock.
Okay, the boat's coming by sea.
Hell yeah.
We're being here a week.
It'll be at the port.
Is there anything else anybody wants to do in Nancon? I know Khutula wants to study at the university. Do you want to study longer than a week?
She'll study as long as she can, but if there's a party, she's probably going to be too fucked up to study.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
The question is, who can outdrink everyone else?
The question is, how long are we staying in Nancon? I'm about to
How
have a
how long
closed
does it
bar.
take?
Oh.
So within the week, my custom order would be complete, right, Chris? Or would that
Yes.
take longer?
No, that'll
Okay,
be
cool.
within the week. It'll be designed. It'll be built to your specifications.
So it sounds like
Wants to
we're
leave as soon as possible, and he feels strongly about it.
so that means
This
we'll
is the party
be
as well, saying it'll bring attention to us more than the titles that you take.
so we're spending a week then?
Is that
Is that what I'm understanding?
We're spending a week and a day
Okay.
to have a party on the last day.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, Mr. Nephis, the whole reason I joined up with you lot is to get fame and a name for myself. I don't know about the others here, but
That's understandable.
I do
I
hope
just
I get
advise
noticed.
caution. Aye.
Well, I would hope the prince himself and his royal guard will also be in attendance.
Knight, what the fuck resource are you looking at? Monster Manual. I don't care about Monster Manual. I'm looking at the Player's Handbook, 5e.
It literally has Warhorse armor right there.
Ahem, 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 ahem.
Okay.
From the Player's Handbook. Are we ready? I'm doing you a solid fucking favor here. Barding is armor designed to protect an animal's head, neck, chest, and body. Any type of armor shown on the armor table in this chapter can be purchased as barding.
Okay.
The cost is 4 times the equivalent armor made for humanoids, and it weighs twice as much. The reason why the Warhorse armor that says splint at whatever is because they specifically went with splint armor for the barding. If I did plate armor, it would be AC 18.
Okay.
But I'm doing half plate, which is 15 plus a dex modifier, maximum 2. I assume a horse has high dex, so it's going to have 17 AC.
Very well. All right.
Is that cool?
Sure.
Does that make sense, though?
I'm just looking at stuff specifically for the monster, but if that's just
Oh, you're going by the Monster Manual monster stats for
That's-
Warhorse.
that's what I was saying. Like it's a Warhorse specifically, and then right next to it there's a variant Warhorse armor. That's what I've been looking at.
Okay. I was not looking at that.
That's why I mentioned the monster manual. Yeah.
What'll be easier? I can't be asked to go and look through 17 different fucking pages. Okay, we'll do whatever the Warhorse armor is. Page 341, you said?
341 of the monster manual, Warhorse, and then the armor stuff is right next to that.
Variant horse armor. Okay. See, that's
yeah, it
why
literally has all this shit just sitting right there.
it just doesn't have the half plate, which was what I was talking about, which was
That's-
half plate.
That's why I was confused for a second there.
Okay, well, we're just gonna say splint then because AC 17.
That's fine.
How many people can I expect at the party?
Approximately large. If you're sending out invites right away and you're sending them out to the whole area,
Immediately.
you're going to have a very large do.
Yes.
So a lot of the local important people and like nobles who are in Nancon and trade representatives and stuff like that. They're all probably going to be there, especially because you immediately did that and you're like fucking man of the hour right now. You and the entire team. So everybody's gonna want to see you and touch your faces and smell your hair.
Not necessarily like open to every man in the kingdom, but like all like the
important people,
the nobles and their fucking entourage, you know.
You receive many RSVPs. Like you should be expecting like 100 people, maybe more.
100 people.
That's like with retinues and stuff.
100 people total, or 100 people with people?
You should be expecting 100 plus people to them, like to 100 to 130.
Okay. I'm just trying to get my expenses in order.
Your expenses in order? That's a fair statement. I
need to
I'm
feed
trying
all
to
these
think of exactly how many people. Like, I had to just emergency create several noble characters and personalities to give you that information. Like, fuck. Numerous. Like,
you can get back to me, but I'm like calculating the expense of like feeding and drinking all these people.
Calculate an expense of 130 people.
Okay.
With wealthy lifestyles.
I'm going off the DMG's table for expenses, and I'm looking at banquet, which says 10 GP per person.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, I didn't know that was a resource, and we'll do that.
It's in the same thing that defines like aristocratic inns and
that stuff. Yeah.
It's
well.
Gold.
Also,
it is a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Now,
does the fief or whatever that fucking Vin's in charge of now, does it have like a
treasury?
Yeah, treasury or something that he can draw upon, so he's not like using up his own money?
Yes, there's a treasury. You can dip into treasury funds. Dude, how much
also-
money is there right now? I don't know.
Is there enough to cover 100 to 130 people at 10 GP each?
Yes. In fact, you can probably source a lot of your products locally and cut down on cost.
Yes, I just have a bunch of dukes that came into 1,000 GP each.
That too.
Funny guy.
Yes, Devon, you can.
thank you.
Okay, so you're gonna go to this party? Or sorry, you're gonna do a party? So you guys want to leave as quickly as possible, or Nephis wants to leave as quickly as possible. Khutula wants to just do studies. Isaac, you just want to
I thought
get the
we
fuck
all
outta
agreed
here.
on leaving on
I'm
the
just
8th
gonna
day.
take it easy until after the party, and then be ready to leave.
Cool.
Yeah, it sounds
Okay.
like we're leaving on the 8th day, or
So you wait in Nancon for 8 days. You collect all of your cool, fancy shit.
Speaking of which, the Masterwork Dagger, how much?
Oh fuck! I didn't see that in the midst of the entire chat box.
Wait,
Too
whoa.
many Khutulas.
She's excited about clothes.
You can custom order the Masterwork Dagger.
Huh?
You'll be buying that one.
I don't want to skip over the 8th day because the 8th day is a party.
Are you doing a party in Nancon, or are you doing a party at your house? Because you're at your house.
The manor.
Okay.
Come anoint my new manor with me.
we're at Vinshenzo's house.
It takes 2 days to get from Nancon to your manor. What is on the 8th day that's like, if it's the 8th day is the party, you got to get there 2 days early.
I've already left. I left on.
Immediately. Okay. So you're just there absent,
I'm
and
not
everybody
getting any
else can.
custom shit done. I'm just
I'm just trying to figure out where everybody physically is at this moment in time in the magical day of 8.
However long.
If they're staying in Nancon until the 8th day and you're at the manor, that's cool. It's going to take them 2 days to arrive there, though. If they're staying there until the 6th day, then not all their shit's going to be done. So they have to
Okay.
leave on the 7th day.
Okay.
So the 9th day would
Okay.
probably be the most appropriate given the timetable allowed.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Put it this way: as soon as I have the horse and the dog, I'm leaving for the manor.
Yes, I get that part.
How long does it take to give me a horse and a dog?
No, you're done. You're gone. I accept that. I don't
left.
care about you. I care about the party.
Oh, I don't care about the
you're
party.
gone.
They
I know.
They can come to the celebration or not.
You fucking.
He's saying that there's certain people like fucking Anton and Isaac who are waiting for custom things, and Nephis that are waiting for custom things to be built, and they will not be finished until the 7th day. So he is recommending that you have the party on the 9th day, so they have time to get all their shit, go to your party, and then you guys can
care about that
immediately
as
leave.
well. Then that's a thing. So I'm just trying to ensure that I understand what the fuck is going on. Devon's not going to your party. He's just hanging out at his hideout. That's cool. Vin's having a party on the 8th day. Does he care about the other fellas or not? Alternatively, I just want to point out you could just go to the party and come back several days later. I mean, that is possible
if
too.
people want to wait an additional day, and then fine. I'm sure I'm fine with that.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Yeah.
You know what? We're just gonna override. I'm pressing the big continue button. You guys get all your shit, and you can make it to the party in time. Because this is just a level of unnecessary chaos that is interfering with time.
What about my cute clothes?
You have them, don't you? What's
we
wrong
love
with your
'em.
cute clothes?
That's like a dress. I want something that's good for traveling and general use.
Fuck, hang on.
Hey, this is a big deal,
Khutula,
man.
inspired by her admiration of the fine set of clothing that she grew
Oh my
fond of, would
God.
be interested in commissioning some spiffy outfits suitable for travel. Yes, you can have that. Now she got cash money, and you have some nice spiffy outfit that is suitable for traveling,
I'm writing that down on my equipment.
including such things as a finely tailored traveling cloak and nice fitting weather appropriate clothes and a jacket.
He gets +1 charisma.
Wow. Fucking toes.
No. They're stop. Why'd you do these?
I have enchanted clothes, and
I
then
remembered fucking arrows out of her back.
Yeah. I think it
Oh,
when
that
she
was
on the,
months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he handed it to her, and then
She went to hand it back, and he was just like,
no, you keep it.
no.
Yeah, that happened.
Oh yeah, it
I'm
is
pretty
fancy
sure that
dagger.
was like, yeah, I'm pretty
Dagger
sure that's when they
plus
got
one.
married.
Nice.
They got married.
Yeah, that was him offering marriage, and she accepted, so they're married now.
Wait, what?
Ooh, I like that. No take backsies.
That's why he stopped. That's why he stopped like showing off and stuff because he didn't need to anymore. Because
Yeah, you took
she,
the
she
knife.
agreed.
Oh no.
He took the stick.
God damn it!
You lost, Anton.
It's like a crow. I've presented you with a shiny rock. You're mine now.
No.
My chef's just gonna show up at the party and be like, "Ah, my wife."
Amazing. Oh my god. Fucking hell.
They're all a little bit glossier and shinier too, because of course they're there. What are you gonna do with them? I guess they didn't really fucking do anything.
Visesh helped me kill the false king.
Oh yeah, that's right. Vasesh was there the whole time, and Thaddeus was there too. He was doing shit, and Thuscar was hanging out. They were in the ballroom.
I told Thuscar to go look for evidence, and he didn't find any, I don't think.
No, he didn't have time. Everybody else got there first,
Bawling.
and then he got forgotten about because he's an NPC. But he was trying his best, I promise.
And an orc.
Okay, so you guys get to the manor. The manor of Osterbrook. Have I left anybody behind? No, I don't think so.
You said I had to buy the dagger, but I don't recall if you said a price.
Oh, fuck. Masterwork dagger.
100 gold.
I'll get back to you on that. How's that sound?
Eh.
But you have it. I'm writing a note. I'm actually writing a note.
Million
Special
gold.
dagger for... special dagger. For Jill.
While Vinshenzo is making preparations before he meditates each night, he would encode the letters that he's been writing to his spouse into the, what's it called? Spell shard?
Okay.
I think it's a spell shard, yeah. Or something like that.
Okay.
Blank spell shard, yeah.
What does that... What's the significance to that?
They're no longer written on paper, so it's harder for them to be destroyed.
That's really cool. So it's like a hard drive.
Yeah, for your brain.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
I forget the details of it, but you can
That's cool. That's fine.
you can like put spells in it and stuff, but I'm just using it for that.
Yeah. So the services at the manor, because this is going to be appropriate. Everybody gets there. If anybody has unfinished business in Nancon, let me know. But I just want to try and move along a little bit here. So the Osterbrook Manor in itself has a scribe's workshop, a post office, its provincial administration, which handles the day-to-day services of the region, a barracks for militia, stables, and an inn. Chateau Falaise, which is the castle, contains a blacksmith, an armory, a barracks, a stables, and docks. As like special, out of the ordinary facilities.
Hell yeah.
I'll remind everybody that among the staff, the entire province has 15 professional soldiers. So they're sort of the ones keeping the peace in and around the province. And aside from that, the rest of the actual like noble staff are servants and tenders and people who look after sort of the castle and the manor grounds themselves, as well as the provincial administrators.
Hell yeah.
I have all that information written down, and I'm gonna post it somewhere so that it's not forgotten.
I just want to make sure that we can all like see it on paper and just.
Yeah, I'll write it.
Thank
I'll write
you.
it down at a time when it's not gonna like take 10 minutes.
Okay.
That way we can push on with the story. But I have it all. I have it all here, and I never lose my notes. So I'll make sure to put it down somewhere digital, so I really can't lose those notes, so that you'll see everything and at population numbers and shit like that. I'll try and make the map a little bit prettier, but I can't guarantee it because that's very zoomed in. Anyways, so the manor at Osterbrook is sort of nestled into a valley. When you guys get there, Vinshenzo is already waiting for you, and Vinshenzo, the preparations for the banquet have gone on quite well, and you are ready in terms of supplies and everything for your guests.
Okay, and this is gonna run me 1,300 gold.
It will run the estate 1,300 gold. If you'd like to pay it out of pocket, you can.
Okay, how much does the estate have?
A considerable number.
Okay, I pay it out of the estate then.
I haven't made the full bank account yet.
Spends the money. Congratulations, Vin, you're broke. You're bankrupt.
It's like tens of thousands. Anyways, yes.
Hell yeah.
So on the 8th day, or whatever day, on the day of the party, your guests start to arrive, among whom is King Frederick.
Hell yeah.
Who sort of expects to be staying in the manor with you and not in any of the inn houses or any of that kind of stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
And he brings with him like an entourage of 5 people whom you know just through your dealings in the capital after he became king. They're his advisors and his new court wizard and all this kind of stuff. It's those guys, and then a retinue of cavaliers. So they're hanging out. Those guys won't be attending the party, the cavaliers, but the other 6 will. And then you meet the Lord of Asktorum, which is the city in the next county, in the next kingdom over. It's like the next city towards you. It has the major port. So you do, your province does business with them. And you meet a couple lords and ladies that you've met in Nancon before, as well as notable people from the surrounding area who all come to the party.
Hell yeah. I greet them, and I use my wand of conducting to play fine music while we dine, and then I would inform them that the real performance will begin after we.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, did you hear me?
The real performance will begin after we.
After we eat.
Ah, okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. So the banquet has been sort of prepared in traditional, with traditional release dishes, and the eating lasts about like the food and everything, and the entertainment. It takes about in meal entertainment takes about 3 or 4 hours to get through all of the food and all of the different courses and stuff. It's the sun has gone down, the hearth fire's been lit, torches are burning in the corners. Everybody is well and truly hammered. They're having a great time.
Hell yeah.
The king's at your table. He's fucking sloshed. Carlos?
I got it. I got a question. It's probably pretty important for me personally.
Yeah.
How does Frederick, and by extension the rest of like his entourage and like his kingdom, feel about what happened to Carlos with the whole getting turned into a kobold? Like, is he like remorseful about it, or is he like kind of disgusted by Carlos now, or
Vinshenzo's piano soundtrack kind of is fairly accurate. Like they're you are a walking reminder of the fact that this shitty thing happened for the people who know who you are. Like they didn't know you very well, but they know that you were a member of this group and you went in and tried to help them out, and because of that you got turned into a kobold.
Sorry, I was queuing that up for like my big performance. I didn't mean to play that now.
Well, it was very matching. Like, yeah, they're remorseful and they feel bad, but it's one of those like, that poor guy, he all fucked up. Oh, that's sad.
So they were like trying to like avoid him or anything then?
No. But it's I'm gonna go with another really blunt analogy, but it's when you look at like an Iraq war vet or fucking Vietnam vet, where you're like, wow, he did some important shit. I feel real bad for him that he lost his leg.
Now I got
it's one of those like, it's kind of one of those unavoidable elephants in the room if you ever interact with them. Like they're being polite, they're being understanding and compassionate, but they're trying to be those things. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Is there a piano at the manor, or some kind of keyed instrument?
There is a piano. The old baron who lived here enjoyed tickling the ivories, as it is, from time to time.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what quality would you give it?
A 4.
Damn, we're gonna have to fix that.
It is definitely a 4 with your seasoned eye, you know it's a 4 because it hasn't been properly maintained in a while. Because the guy's been dead for a bit and
Hell
old.
yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
question. Vin, you would have been like Vin would have been at the manor like within 2 days, pretty much, right? And so you would have seen the state of the piano. Would Vin have taken any actions to like get it repaired or worked on in that time before the banquet? Seems like something Vin would do.
I would at least get it into tune.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good point. I hadn't thought of that. In that case, they're going to bump the quality up to a 6.
Hell yeah.
Now it's worth being tickled by a skilled pianist.
Its ivories are worth being tickled now.
Hell yeah. I get +1 on my next roll.
Hell yeah.
All right, so the food is finished. It is now time for your entertainment.
Okay,
Unless
would like
Carlos
to
has
roll
anything he
with
wishes to do, because you had a
inspiration.
question.
No, I'm
You're
good.
good. Okay, roll your roll with inspiration with a +1 because it's your next roll.
Yes. I would like to roll with inspiration, and I stand before all the nobles and king of the land, and I say, I give you the anthem of the Nissian vagabonds.
My God.
18
Okay.
plus, oh yeah, baby. 18 plus 12, so I believe,
Wow.
oh no, wait, I'm not using the loot, so it's just +10. It's just
+1.
+1, so yeah. 29.
What was he? Oh yeah, that's fucking good. Wow. Okay, well, you blow it out of the park.
It's 29.
It is an absolute masterpiece.
Did they weep?
Yes.
Hey, weep.
Throughout the anthem, they are very moved, and in fact, at the this is actually quite a nice, pleasant song.
Only played by the finest.
Amazing.
As the performance concludes, I tell them to tell all their friends of me.
Fucking.
God damn it.
How many players are in attendance of the party? I think Nephis is not there for sure.
Anton would probably be there.
Isaac is there.
Khutula is there. Okay, everybody except for Nephis. That's cool. So yeah, as soon as the overture and Vinshenzo's like declaration, you guys are all gonna get like basically harangued. All the people near you are gonna like slap your back and give you hugs and cheers and all that kind of stuff. You guys just get fucking crowded.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Finally!
Shit, I think it worked too well.
Khutula is not happy.
No. I think it worked too well.
Khutula just gets picked up and thrown around the room in the crowd, surfing the waves of people.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Khutula casts Thunderwave.
oh.
No, don't.
I am kidding about the.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, cool. Fucking party.
Hell yeah.
Man, I feel like I need to bring more significance to this, but I'm just not sure how much more yeah, they're having a great time. Your performance is outstanding, and this entire the entire feast is basically still going on by dawn. The next morning, it's still people are up and carousing and having a great time and drinking and peeing in the fountain and all that other kind of crazy
Hell
stuff
yeah.
that happens when you're feasting and drinking and making merry.
Khutula wants to see how many nobles she can make pass out in a drinking contest.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. I'm gonna get you roll Constitution saving throw.
With inspiration.
Sure.
Oh.
Hope your next roll's
plus-
better.
Yeah. What?
Using inspiration for
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's a 20.
You floor several young men and Visesh.
Fuck yes.
Actually no. Fuck that. I'm gonna
Oh.
get Visesh to roll.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
You floor him.
He's out. He's done.
Khutula says this is grounds for divorce.
You are weak.
I
You do
play
not
a
deserve me.
rendition on my
I
lute.
challenge Khutula to a drinking game.
Oh fucking hell! Does this mean I have to
Hell
as
yeah.
well?
Come on, Anton.
I just
Okay.
rolled a 30, Chris.
Let's fucking do
Yes,
this.
let's do this.
What?
I rolled a 30 on my next performance.
Holy shit.
I'm playing
You,
a different rendition of the same
Hell.
song.
Anton's rolling con here. This is a con save.
Also
correct?
gonna use the inspiration.
Okay.
Wow, it's a good thing we did.
Oh,
Anton
yeah.
has 21.
Alright.
26.
Okay. What was your score, Khutula?
I rolled a 10 plus 5, so 15.
Okay, well, out of the three of you, Isaac wins that drinking game handily.
Shit.
Drinking both Khutula and Anton under the table.
It's not fair. I already drank so many people under the table.
That's how it goes.
I imagine that to essentially be the scene like Lord of the Rings with Gimli and the other guy, where Isaac is the elf and Khutula is the dwarf.
Literally.
Yeah.
And then Anton just exists.
Yeah, you're that like the weird guy pouring drinks.
You're like, oh, I haven't had a drink yet tonight, so.
Oh boy, I can't wait to have my first beer. Whoopsie daisy. And then you fall.
Hell yeah.
Anton wakes up naked once again.
God damn it!
Oh.
How the hell does this keep happening?
No, I think you guys hold your liquor pretty on through the night, and given all of the different horrifying experiences and traumas and such that you've shared together, that combined with the amount of booze keeps you going for quite a while until finally Isaac is by himself with both Khutula and Anton passed out with their faces on the table in puddles of drool and fucking half full beer mugs still in their hands.
Good thing she has such a pretty dress on.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Hang on, he's got to be. I just realized that Prince Friend was named incorrectly. There we go.
No, Prince Friend was the friend of the prince that was in the whatever.
Oh,
That's fine.
well, he's still incorrectly labeled then. Fuck. Now he's King Friend.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, so all yeah. You have a cool party. Meanwhile, Nephis is like huddled around a fire in the woods with a lean-to, eating a rabbit.
The best kind.
Hell yeah.
He's living the life.
Wouldn't he be sleeping on his boat?
No, because he's hiding in his hideout.
Hell yeah.
Nephis is muted, so if he has a different decision, we don't know.
It's
But the last
fine.
thing he stated was that he was waiting in the hideout in Nancon.
I wish
Both
Mr.
Vinshenzo
Nephis
and
was
Khutula
here.
know where the hideout's location is.
I know where the hideout is, but I'm not
Yeah.
telling. Hell yeah. I got a... What did I get? 29 and 30 for
Yeah.
consecutive
super
performance
high
rolls.
rolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
They better fucking tell their friends. I better be famous.
Yes, this will be a night. This will be a night to remember.
All of Nancon shall know is no, not even Nancon. What's the fucking
Osterbrook.
Osterbrook?
Spelt like that.
It's a very
And the
Germanic
castle-
name.
Yes, you're in Frankish country.
Can we listen to Cairona?
Sure.
Does Khutula awaken before the end of the party?
Give me another con saving throw.
Should Anton do this one as well?
It's entirely up to Anton. Yeah, you wake back up
Ugh.
later on, like it's towards the end of the party, but you're one of the first. You're among the first to wake up.
Yeah, I'll probably sleep a little bit longer. Screw it.
Okay, Anton sleeps through the
Okay.
morning.
She scurries for a couple bottles of wine and tries to get out of the party before cleanup time.
Amazing.
We have servants
Okay.
for that Khutula.
Right.
And then she will make her way to Nephis's hideout.
Okay. So you travel 2 days and eventually Nephis, after what is that, like fucking anyways, a long time, eventually Khutula comes to find you with wine.
So we're staying 11 days now.
This is day 11. Well, it's day 11 for Khutula. You guys are on day 10. So I guess day 12
Morning
for Khutula.
10.
I'm thinking, yeah, morning 10. So Khutula would get there on day 12.
I win.
I win.
I guess, did we agree that we were leaving from the barony, or are we leaving from Nancon?
I don't think
Carlos
we
is good to
agreed.
leave
I don't think
wherever-
we actually discussed that.
We didn't, so that's why I'm bringing it up.
I probably would say the barony.
I would too, since that's where I went.
I think
Yeah,
that's
since
where everybody
everyone
else.
is, we might as
Yeah,
well
that's
just
where
leave
everybody
from
would have
there.
been. Yeah.
Considering where the road goes, it feels like pointless to go to Nancon to then backtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
She
Have some more
offers
Twizzlers.
Nephis wine if he so chooses to accept.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
I think Nephis might have left again, but I'm not sure. His microphone is still muted.
I mean, it's
I think it
possible.
was- Back as of 10 minutes ago, and he hasn't said anything else.
I recognize Khutula's nice gesture to Nephis.
But you're not there.
I'm not there, but I appreciate it.
Can you spell Aurelius too?
What?
Talking to Chris.
Yes, hang
Because
on.
we're like protector of Aurelius is our title or whatever.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. What?
Fantastic.
Did somebody unlock the table?
Yes.
What the fuck happened?
Yes.
Somebody unlocked the table.
What the shit was that?
What the
Yeah.
hell?
I typed the name and it didn't go into the chat box, so whatever the hotkeys were, I pressed them all.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Incredible.
Your words were you're so powerful, you freaking
Powerful
split,
words.
You split the goddamn
If you'd
I
like
just
to
tabbed
leave
in and clicked the
Nancon
chat box.
In 11 days, press every key on your
Oh,
keyboard.
word flip table.
I just got done replacing a fucking table. I'm not replacing another goddamn one.
Table.
God
Another
damn it.
fucking table.
Another fucking table.
Aye, Captain, for the best.
That table is mounted in my wall, on over my hearth.
Mounting the table. Anyways, okay, cool. So yeah, what's the party gonna do, seeing as Khutula and Nephis are now at a hideout together? What are you guys doing on your morning after?
Whoa.
What? Oh. Hi.
Hello.
Can I help you?
I guess
No.
I would
Should be an
awake
asshole?
on the. I would arise early on the morning of the whatever day we said we would set off on, and not find Khutula and be confused.
Yeah, I'd be confused as well.
Okay.
Anton would be concerned and worried.
I would be, yeah.
No, I was asleep and she's gone. I failed her again.
Damn it. Yeah, I'm curious. What do we do now, Vin? Because I don't see those two.
Anton Greycastle.
Yes, sir.
It is now that you get introduced to your 3 new retainers. You have Squire, who's from one of the nearby villages. One of the Elderman's sons, like his 3rd son, is being a squire. So his name is Uric.
Oh,
I will attempt to actually. There we go. Uric. The squire. You have Lothar the groom. And you have Siegbert is your servant.
Thank you. I will have received everything else, right?
Yeah, you got all the other stuff too.
One more thing, DM. Is it possible that I could go ahead and sell or get rid of this? Actually, Vin, have you given me since I'm a knight of this place, have you given me a place somewhere in Osterbrook?
what do you mean?
Do I actually have a place to stay here?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm probably gonna
Absolutely.
leave. In that case, I'm probably gonna leave my splint armor and my chainmail here.
You want to give any of it to the squire?
If
That might be
he's
a good idea.
yeah, if he doesn't have any armor, I'm
He's
willing to offer.
got not much. He's like the son of the mayor of a fishing town.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have any armor, I'm willing to offer either of them. It's up for grabs.
Okay.
I'll offer it to him. Since
I'll,
I've got plate now.
Gratefully accept your splint.
Hell yeah.
Damn, he turned into a soldier fast.
I'm gonna turn you into a soldier yet.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, any of the party would be welcome to stay at the manor. Although I might have a few servants keep an eye on Carlos when he's around.
Wow.
Ooh. Amazing.
Do any of the nobles want retainers, or do they not care? I assume because you guys didn't go out of your way to ask for it, you don't really care.
I thought you only get that if you're a knight.
Yeah, and there's 3 people who are knights.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Khutula does not like people following her around.
I didn't expect Khutula to want them, but I just wanted to ask in the name of fairness.
Of course.
So we either get the
You can get
position of
retainers.
you get retainers for position of privilege then, or is it just retainers or nothing?
I think it's
No,
either
because
one of the
them
backgrounds.
one of them is fuck.
You
I have
get
to go
you get
double check.
retainers if you are a knight. You get 3 NPCs if you are a knight.
Yeah,
If you
That is-
want them.
if you want them, you don't have to. I'm just giving you the option to have them if you desire. Because as I had said, and because Anton had specifically messaged me about it, I wanted to bring it up because I wanted to give, again, just for the fairness. So part of the noble background that I had mentioned, where the fuck is it? No. Who's this? G. We'll go to N. N is for noble. There we go. Variant feature. So variant noble knight. You're a lower, so you So yeah, you get the retainers. And yeah, that is kind of fucking weird. What is position of privilege versus retainer? Because I thought you got your whatever it's called.
Position of privilege is for the noble background, which is the other version, the base version.
Basically, because of your Protector of Aurelis title, that is also a position of privilege. So because of that, you're effectively getting both.
Oh, so I may have to go look at that too.
So as a knight, because you're doing the Variant Noble Knight, you get the shit for that. Because you are actually going to be a knight, because you're not having land or anything. But because you're a Protector of Aurelis, that is important. So you basically act as both.
DM.
Yeah.
Will I have spent any of my money just for acquiring any of this here? I'm just trying to understand how the rewarding and all that was done. Like, what did I need to pay for if need be? Because I got 1,000. I didn't know.
You became a knight and you got $7,000, and also they gave you shit.
Okay. If that is the case, Carlos, I'm probably going to start throwing you some money here in a minute.
Outstanding.
I just need to get all this organized here.
Okay, does anybody have anything else they want to do before they hit the road?
I wanted to check on that arcane focus.
Okay. Well, you have it already, don't you?
I have one, but I wanted a strong.
No,
better
you
one,
would have
yeah.
gotten you would have gotten the better one.
That's what I'm saying, is you have that because you asked for it and you waited for it for the
but
time you were in the capital.
I wanted to confirm what bonuses or such it would give.
It's generally just a plus one variant for masterwork.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I just wanted to confirm that.
That'll be what it is, +1.
Copy that.
It is improved. Special type. Okay. Anybody else? Roll HP for the horse, or do you want to do it? Just use Warhorse. Just use Warhorse stats. Just whatever the stat block is for Warhorse, just do that.
I didn't know if you wanted me to use the average or just roll its hit points.
I'll let you choose, and if you roll it, just keep track of that.
Oh,
because I won't.
Shit.
Okay.
I'm off the
Thank you.
fucking thing.
To answer your question earlier, I'll skip the retainers myself.
Deadly. Cool. Okay, that's good. So I don't have to worry about making more than just those retainers. Cool. Yeah. Oh, why are you bent? Jeez. Someone bent my pipers.
Get bent.
Okay, I'm going to assume that because nobody has jumped out and said anything, there's nothing else that you have left to do. So you're going to travel the 2 days. That gets you to the hideout where I assume that's where you're going, Vin. Where are you traveling?
Vin would wait at the manor.
For who?
Nephis and Khutula.
Are they coming to the manor?
No.
Vin would assume that Khutula left to go grab Nephis or something.
Okay, cool.
'Cause
Khutula, what are you gonna do?
At this point, he doesn't know what's going on, so he doesn't want to go walking out on the road and miss them and add more days to travel. So he's just staying put until he hears otherwise.
Okay. So Nephis and Khutula, it's you two together, hanging out at the hideout. Nephis, you one day Khutula just shows up out of nowhere and she's got wine.
Oh.
It was very cool. She snuck out of the party and brought wine for you. It was a very touching thing.
Yeah.
I was under the impression we were going to leave from head back. Everyone was going to come back to Nancon. We were going to leave to the armory. Okay.
The fucking road.
The fucking road what?
I'll just say she goes to Nephis and updates him of the situation. that they are leaving from the barony or wherever the fuck we
The
decided.
manor, yeah.
Yeah.
Who has the fucking cart?
Yes.
It's
yes,
still
dude.
back in Nancon.
I would assume that the party traveled to the manor with the cart, and the reason I would assume that is because it's generally more comfortable to travel for 2 days when you're in a cart.
I rode on a horse.
I know you did. I'm saying that the group of them probably
Anton.
went on the cart.
Anton probably would have taken it, yeah.
Also,
So it's probably still at the manor.
Can I make an edit to my dog's name and horse's name and finalize it permanently from now on?
I haven't seen it yet, so feel free to change as you wish.
I name my horse Cat, and I name my my dog Alpine.
Amazing. Okay.
Excellent. I guess upon seeing Khutula arrive, then he would be like, "Yeah, yeah, let's go."
Does
Let's
he
head to the
accept the
barony.
wine?
Where'd you get this from?
Oh, you know.
It's very fine local wine.
Well, I appreciate it, Khutula. Thank you.
Yeah.
How big is my sled? Long, I should say.
I guess it's
and
long.
how fast?
It's approximately large. Let me tell you, just give me a second.
Actually, my
Khutula is
dog's
approximately small.
my dog's final name is Alpiner.
Alpiner.
My god.
No relation.
Aye.
A sled is 300 pounds. Let's see if it says anything, like if there's a description, maybe. I feel like a sled, seeing as it is capable of carrying a lot, I'm sure. I'd say like 15 feet long.
Oh. Then yeah, I could hold like 2 people. That's all I'm wondering, because that sounds fun.
It sounds awful.
So an animal pulling a carriage, cart, chariot, sled, or wagon can move weight up to 5 times its base carrying capacity, including the weight of the vehicle. Multiple animals pull the same vehicle, they can add their carrying capacity together. So you have a draft horse, which is capable of carrying 540 pounds times 5 is going to be 2,000, so basically a little bit over 2 tons.
All right, then yeah. That's
So
travel.
you can carry 2 tons worth of stuff, whatever the size of that looks like.
All right,
that I
was
will
more
tell
wondering
you.
if it was out of the realm of possibility to have 2 people like sled riding.
2,600 pounds.
I don't think we weigh that much.
No,
Khutula,
I think you're good.
Holding something dense.
the sled is 300 plus the plus whatever you guys bring.
I believe the densest
Magical
thing
property.
in that sled would be Nephis's forehead.
Sorry, 2,700 pounds exactly.
Khutula
right.
is 158 pounds.
Holy moly.
235.
Holy moly.
I think the horse can handle it.
Never ask a girl her weight.
It's
Amazing.
fucking reinforced. It should hold the weight. I'm just asking if we could sit on it.
Yes.
Sounds fucking miserable.
It kind of does.
It's reinforced.
Dragging on a fucking dirt or cobblestone fucking road on a fucking sled. for
Well,
2
the area is
days.
plains. The area is plains. I'd have us run in the grass. That'd be awesome.
It's fucking hilarious.
Until the horse hits a gopher hole. We go fucking
Don't.
Khutula
flying
goes
off.
flying.
Shut up, we're having fun. Clopping across the plain.
Okay, so Vin and whoever's there, Vin, Isaac, Carlos, and Anton are waiting at the manor for Nephis and Khutula. Nephis and Khutula, what are you guys doing?
Heading to
It's
the manor.
Yeah. Okay.
Aye.
So it's another
broke
2
her
days. So you guys.
collarbone sledding.
So Vin and company wait 4 days, and suddenly Nephis and Khutula show up one morning on the back of a sled.
Hell yeah.
With 2 empty bottles of wine.
The hell?
You only stole 2 bottles of wine?
She wasn't thinking clearly. She was.
Yeah, speaking
Hungover.
of not thinking clearly.
It's an open bar, but not anymore.
Uh-oh.
She stole as much as she could carry. It was apparently 2 bottles because she had 2 hands.
Aye.
Carlos.
That was really like a dangerous thing Khutula did, was like wander out in the night,
Yeah.
drunk, alone to find Nephis for 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, she was just like, oh, Nephis might like some wine, and just fucking books it for 2 days.
She recovered really quick. She left like early in the morning. She had passed out, then sobered up really quickly, and then fucked off into the morning.
Yeah, the 2
Dragonborns
days
be
travel
like,
back wouldn't be bad because we'd be drinking the wine as we ride,
Yeah.
going super
Softens
fast.
the bumps.
Okay.
Okay, we're here.
Everybody's here. You're all gathered around the table like this.
Oh yeah.
Except
Where am I?
Nephis is here.
Is the king here? Get him out of here.
No, he's not there. These guys are here though, and the the squire of Anton. He exists. He doesn't matter yet.
I lean on the table and speak to Thaddeus and say, Thaddeus, I must commend your lad, Sesh. He was paramount to our success.
He says, Visesh says thank you, and Thaddeus also says thank you. He says, I hope you start warming up to him a little bit more. He's a valuable friend, even if it wasn't the warmest of starts.
Yes, well, everyone can work on their manners and learn the proper ways to interact with one another. Wait, oh, that's for Carlos.
Okay.
Yeah, hasn't it been like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks since the money started to be deposited in Carlos Industries? How much has been made?
Well, seeing as pretty much all of the employees of Carlos Industries are standing around this table, not a whole lot of business has really been paid attention to. Thaddeus has been here, so it's just sort of been running itself.
Okay.
There's a couple people who are just maintaining the warehouse. So you haven't made any money. You haven't lost any money either, though.
Hell yeah.
Where's my money, Carlos?
Still there. You want your 75 gold? Do you want it back?
No, because I'm gonna give you another 150 from my fancy check.
Oh, okay. 150.
Hell yeah. Well, I believe now we should set off for the mountains, since that is our best chance of whatever it is you folks are doing and taking care of Mr. Carlos's ailments and perhaps even Mr. Anton, Mr. Greycastle's.
We're ready to depart whenever everyone else is. Feel like we've accomplished a lot here.
Agreed.
Yes, I must find a new audience now.
Indeed, I dare say everyone knows you're here now.
Yeah, people know your name. Also, there's some people who gave gifts the morning
Ooh.
after, and so you recoup about 25% of the banquet's costs.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Okay, I am not tracking the estate's money. Should I be doing that?
Not really. You can if you want. I haven't really set a starting number, but I'm
I know.
keeping track of how much a banquet costs and how much that. So I'm keeping track of the current shit that's going down, and then once I develop it enough that can be
Hell
handled
yeah.
easily. I don't want to just start throwing shit at you that you don't really want to, need to, or care to track.
Shall we get
Then
to
it just gets
moving?
cluttered. Yeah.
Aye, I'm ready to move.
Oh,
Oh no. Nephis, are you okay?
Aye.
Oh, okay. I don't think there's any other business that Anton wants to do here. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Nephis recommends that we head to the town of, I think it says Vman, and then north through the mountains where Isaac can guide us through his homeland.
I'm sorry, Nephis. I spaced really bad. Please say that again. You're wanting us to go. You're wanting us to go.
We should head to this town, the furthest road to the west, and then head north where Mr. Isaac can guide us through his homeland.
The mountains.
Yes.
That's a good idea. I am curious though. How mountainous any of that? How do you think it'll affect the mounts that we have? We got the wagon. We've got horses.
Well, that's for Isaac to say.
Yeah.
Lived on the coast most of my life, Anton.
That's
Understand.
for the DM to tell me, so I can tell you.
He's a West Coaster.
Roll me a history check. Or a fucking, yeah. No, survival is maps, right? And travel and shit.
Survival is navigating the wild, pretty much.
Yeah.
Then there's also the fact, because of my Outlander background, I'm very I remember maps and landmarks really fucking well.
Then roll with advantage.
And this was survival, you say?
Yeah.
12 plus.
I don't want it.
It's 20, unnatural.
It's all
Perfect. Okay, that's
brown.
actually an area that you used to live in for a while. So you know the terrain pretty much by heart. For the sake of mounts and such, you know that you can get a decent portion of the way before it's going to become hazardous to operate with the wagon. However, mounts should be good way right up to the mountains.
Okay.
Share the information with the party.
Yeah, we can store the wagon carts somewhere along the way, hide them away.
Means the retainers that I will be bringing might have to walk a little bit. That are.
Do you think a horse?
Do you
could
intend to
manage?
bring all of them with you?
I am considering bringing the 3 retainers and the horse with. Yeah.
I think Isaac said it was manageable for the mounts to get up, Vin. Aye.
That is if there's no issue in me bringing them, of course.
No, I was just thinking, hey, you might take the squire, but
Oh, I'm taking all three plus the horse, the war horse.
Alright.
And then I figured that if we're bringing the the retainers would probably take the wagon along with us. So
I hope they like a lot of travel.
well, that's kind of part of this whole deal.
I suppose they don't have much of a choice.
They're sworn to Anton's service,
Yes.
but if he doesn't take care of them, they might leave.
Yeah.
Or if he
Yeah.
unnecessarily endangers them.
You might want to break the news to them eventually about the vampires, but
Yeah, I mean, if I haven't broken the news to them, I want to be honest with them now, pretty much, before we even depart.
So you tell them the full spiel.
Yeah, I don't want to get through this journey and then fucking blindside them here.
And
Like, that's
Carlos's old traveling pal or whatever, the trade
The
union
company,
fellow.
Well, Yurik the Squire thinks it's a pretty cool thing. He's like 17. He's never seen like battle or anything. He's sparred with bandits a few times, but he hasn't really been out in the world. So he thinks this is a really cool adventure. He's eager.
cool
He's ready
opportunity.
He's ready to learn. You know, he thinks it's just like the storybooks. Lothar, who's the your groom, Lothar doesn't really seem concerned one way or another. She just kind of spits on the floor and looks around, kind of at the cutlery, and just kind of doesn't really seem to be paying attention to the things that you're saying.
Amazing.
Siegbert, who is your essentially your manservant, he's a older guy. He's in his sort of tail end of his 30s, and he doesn't seem too thrilled, but he also he doesn't turn around and walk away or anything. He just kind of gives you a long, weathered stare and says, "Very well then."
Good. I want to make sure that that's out of the way and everybody understands what's going on. So
He goes about like packing extra rations into the cart for you.
fantastic. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
I will say that that your little dudes come with their own riding horses.
Oh,
Nothing special about the riding horses, but they do come with their own horses.
Oh, the retainers come with their own horses?
Yeah, it would be really weird for a knight to have to be forced to ride on his horse while
Yeah, I was kind
he
of
waits
curious
for
about
his
that
dudes.
too. So yeah, I mean, if the retainers already got horses, then we don't really need the wagon, so we can... Does anybody else need the wagon? I don't know if they're bringing mounts or not. It'd probably be a good idea to then.
we'll ride faster without the wagon.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't need the wagon, like, we might as well just leave the wagon and just take horses.
I mean, I think Carlos and Khutula don't have horses. I'm not sure about Isaac.
people got horses.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
I bought a
Yeah,
horse
I got a war horse, so
and a dog.
Hell yeah.
Khutula doesn't like riding horses.
Finn, are you bringing the dog with you?
I'm bringing the dog with me.
Oh. How are you going to transport the dog?
It got legs, don't it?
Yeah. It gets tired, don't it?
We have a cart, don't it?
Well, that's what you guys are trying to fucking decide.
yes.
I have a horse and it has legs, and so does the dog, and so do I.
Okay.
I don't know. Whatever whatever's fastest. I don't give a shit about the cart. I could fucking put the dog on the back of my saddle.
Aye.
Or he could ride in front of me.
Ben could hold the dog like a baby.
I'll ride as fast as the slowest party member.
I'll ride fast.
Well, we're just concerned that the cart will get in the way of the mountainous terrain we're going to be entering soon.
I have saddlebags.
Yeah, that's mainly my only concern, but again, if
I'll
we...
be far ahead.
What path are we taking again?
Oh my lord, we'll be taking
We're-
the roads to
Okay.
wherever the fuck that town is. And then moving straight to it.
We're
Yeah.
also going
Same.
off road for most of this. I want to say.
Yes, but Isaac will guide us through it with his knowledge. He's a
Yeah,
tracker,
but
he's a
I'm
local.
I'm saying for the purposes of bringing a cart.
Oh,
Yeah, it'd be really, probably wouldn't work.
I mean, you could do it probably, but it
we'll
would
bring it
slow
as
us
far as
down.
we go. Yeah. We'll bring it as far as we can take it, and then we'll hide it, marking it on our maps.
We got the dreadful thing for free anyway, didn't we? Who cares? Use it as firewood at the end of the trail.
Yeah, and the
Look,
draft
if
horses.
everyone else has horses, I guess I'll acquire a riding horse.
Not
Which
everyone
is-
else has horses. But,
Oh.
yeah. it's
Everyone
Nephis,
who's matters.
Isaac. Yeah, it's Vin, Nephis, and Anton that have horses.
No.
Plus, I have a sled, so it doesn't matter. I can go off terrain.
If we're leaving the wagon somewhere behind, along the way, I mean, there's still the 2 draft horses that perhaps could work as well, but I don't know.
Yes.
How many people are without horses?
You can ride a
Three of us?
draft horse.
Yeah,
3
so,
of us, and we have two spare horses when and if.
Let's
we
be
actually
honest
get
here.
people.
One, Carlos isn't probably going to be able to manage to control a full-sized horse, and 2, he wouldn't take up much space on somebody's horse. So
Oh,
it doesn't really
Carlos and
matter about
Khutula
Carlos.
could share a horse. They're basically a single person when combined together.
There you
Who
go.
doesn't know how to ride a horse.
Well, that's not my problem. It's yours.
I don't have enough
Allow
space on this
precedent.
saddle.
In that case, I will not get a horse for now.
Carlos will just ride on the horse's head like it's the stern of a boat.
Oh, good god. So that
For a lift.
I'm gonna have this, like, fucking warhorse Khutula riding on the back and, like, Carlos riding on the head of the damn thing. What the fuck?
I never said I was riding on Anton's horse.
Holy fucking be Jesus.
There's a sled calling my name.
That's fair.
And a cup holder with a bottle of wine.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Carlos,
We
you
need to
can
hook up
ride
for the
on.
fake sail. Our land ship.
Hell
Carlos,
yeah.
you can ride on Anton's horse and wrap your little arms around his sturdy body.
Oh my god.
God.
It's not Khutula, but it's the next best thing.
Ah, yes, if you squint hard enough, you can imagine.
Ugh,
Scaly fetish
this
satisfied.
forge fucking sucks. I'm just
So-
gonna say it. I'm just being honest. Sorry.
I just want to ride my sled. I'm ready to go. Nephis leaves.
Away.
Hooray!
Off we go then, everyone.
Okay, everybody's going. They're all going. Everyone's going. Gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
if we need to fucking get horses, we can pick them up in this last town if we're gonna abandon the cart there. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's
true.
It's a future problem.
It's true.
If there were roads to this desolate place that we were going to, I would arrange a carriage.
Alright. Oh, you're talking about the fucking.
There are no roads into the mountains.
Unfortunate.
Okay. So you guys head off. It is going to be 6 days to get from place to Nancon, and that's to okay. It's going to take about 2 weeks to get to that city's name is Veman.
V.
Yeah. So the roads themselves are quite secure, and you do make it through to Asktorum on the 5th day with no issues. This kingdom is called the Kingdom of Geryon. And it is it's a different kingdom, of course, from Aurelis, but as it is part of the West Marches, your coat of arms and everything is accepted as just as important as their own. So you do receive good treatment while you are in any of the villages and cities in the Kingdom of Geryon. Oh, excuse me. Asktorum is a port city. I don't know if there's anything you guys want to bother to do with that city, or if you just want to press right on to the next destination.
I don't think I have anything that I want to do here right now.
Cool. Okay.
I would
Well,
restock any rations.
Nice.
Same.
About to say, are we even spending any because Isaac and
I can provide for
Nothing?
everyone except the retainers. Or
Okay.
the
And the
retainers,
retainers
minus
pack
3
their own
people.
stuff as well, and the retainers are able to take care of themselves
Okay.
as long as Nephis pays them. Oh, sorry, not Nephis. Anton. As long as Anton actually pays his fucking staff or covers for their shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, that is what happens. So you guys keep traveling. Somebody want to roll me a 100 for the next leg of the journey, because there are some Geryon specific things that are happening.
Gary.
52.
52. Okay. Everything is pretty good as you guys travel through to the next leg of the journey. Oh, get up here. Here we go. The next leg of the journey, everything works well. You get another 5 days down the road to the breach between Jesus, really hard to read. Anyways, the place where the road forks between Veman and Omnum
Okay.
alphabet soup. Is at that point, then you now start traveling towards the city of Veman. I'm gonna get Chill specifically, and anybody else who keeps their eyes peeled on the road while they're traveling to roll perception.
Is it daytime?
It is yes. If you would like to watch in the morning or anything, though, I'll let you do that too.
Am I in direct sunlight?
Today's overcast, so you're not in direct sunlight.
Okay.
How lucky.
24
Oh.
for perception, right? Just double checking.
16.
Okay. So, Chill specifically knows exactly what this is, so I'm going to go based off of Isaac generally shares information with the party. But this has to do with your backstory and some of the bad guys that you've encountered out in the, I don't know what to call it, but the sort of your home region. So that's something you willingly share with a party?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so you come across the signs of sort of combat and usually post-combat looting that are done by gangs of marauders that you know to be Reavers. Reavers are a tribe of, or a series of tribes of outlanders that are nomadic in nature, and they wander the countryside. Basically, instead of trying to make a living for themselves, their living is made by taking from others, as most bands of marauders are. The difference is that these Reavers are dark, or followers of a darker path, a darker chaotic path, and they enjoy basically just killing for the sake of killing. And they often fall upon bands of civilians or traders or defenseless people simply for the sake of spilling blood. And you come across such a place where it seems as though 2 elderly priests were butchered, or their entrails were laid spread eagle out on the road.
Oh.
Ugh. Barbaric.
If you
Finn
don't know
turns
what
his
spread
head.
eagle is, it's when your rib cage is snapped open so that it looks like the wings of a bird.
That's Blood Angel.
Oh, Blood Angel, fuck, I'm sorry.
was gonna say it's cool if they drew an eagle with them.
No, it was
Don't they like
the
fucking
Blood Angel.
break the ribs open in the back and spread them, and then they grab the lungs and they kind of pull them up, right, or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that fucking gruesome thing. But yeah,
It's awful.
these 2 elderly priests, they have basically no possessions aside from the bloody clothes that have been torn open across their backs.
Finn shields his eyes and turns away. What a gruesome sight.
Question: what is the common burial rites in this area? Is it funeral pyre, just buried in the ground?
So you are aware that generally these people are buried with a religious ceremony. However, you notice that the followers, the priests here, are wearing icons, or have iconography that is stitched into their bloody, shitty robes, like fairly evident, so it doesn't require too hard looking. But they're the same, and it's just not in my head right now because I was looking it up earlier. But the same god, I think it's Torm. Who is it that fucking... No, Ilmater is who... Peter Montfort. So these are 2 priests of Ilmater that have been torn asunder.
Looks like they met an ill fater.
An
Oh,
ill
no.
fater.
Well, I
and you were
bury
aware
them
that
to the best of my ability.
these guys you burn. Sorry, that's why I
Okay,
disqualified that.
then I prepare a funeral pyre for them.
Anton would
Okay.
like to help Isaac if he'll let him.
For sure. So you guys set up. It's going to take you sort of the rest of the day. Chill. I'd like you to roll me a religion check to see if you're aware of the specific rites of this ceremony. If you want to do it, adherent to faith.
I rolled a 19, so I don't
Jesus
think it
fucking
matters.
Christ. No, you know what you're doing. You've seen it done before. Peter at some point maybe spoke to you about it, or
Yeah, that's a total of a 20.
maybe
So-
you directly took part in this ritual, so you know what the fuck you're doing. Oh, there we go.
I've had previous experience during my travels.
Yeah. So you perform the rites. It takes the rest of the evening, and the priests' bodies are burnt, and the correct vows are said, and you place you place everything according to where it should be, as delicately as possible as their bodies will allow. And upon finishing the ceremony, you do feel a sense of peace. For night, they were dead too long Actually, this is something that'll be really fun for you. So this is for Knight and Knight only, or Anton and Anton only, I should say. You notice that these corpses, up until the point where they are exsanguinated, no, fucking burnt alive, done the funeral pyre.
All right.
What's that called? Incinerated. Shit, I'm sorry. Not exsanguinated.
Cremated.
Yeah, up until the point, cremated, whatever. English language descriptor. Up until that point, the bodies would sort of the focus of a translucent, almost midnight colored smoke. Almost as though they're creating a mist that is evaporating from them, but only you can see it, as nobody seems to comment about it as they go about their work. There's nothing interesting that happens when you interact with them, or if you try and interact or investigate otherwise, but you're aware of, it seems these priests have been dead just long enough that whatever you experienced when, you know, somebody had freshly died in front of you, has something has already happened for them. You're not quite sure what, though.
Do they look at peace to me, or do they look like they're suffering?
No, they're fucking dead. The corpses themselves are.
No, I'm okay.
Well, their faces are twisted in anguish, but there's none of that. There's no, like, you know, that after image that you've experienced before. It's not there, is what I'm saying. And instead of that ghostly after image that you're used to seeing from people who have died, what you see is just like a mist emanating from the corpse.
I figured that was
mist.
Probably what would happen, just because at the moment of death, that'd be it's a very small window, I figured. So I wouldn't be really surprised by this necessarily, I would say. But that's still good to know.
Yeah, it's an experience you haven't seen yet.
Yeah, it's the duration in which they've been dead that, you know, yeah.
Yeah. So these things happen for you guys. You spend the night where you have camped, and then Vin clops away from the bodies in the evening ritual, eventual ritual. Okay, so Vin, you just keep on traveling.
I would stay nearby, but I would not want to observe such a thing.
Okay.
Nephis would help the others gather
Okay.
supplies, like the stones or wood.
Nice. So the next 5 days goes past as you're traveling. You don't see any other signs of reavers until the last day near the city outskirts. You notice sort of on the side of the road that there is a skull. It is not a old skull. It is a skull that has been removed from where it's supposed to be, placed on a spike near the side of the road, sort of in a copse of trees, or just on the edge of a copse of trees. And clearly reavers have been around recently, which leads you to the city of Venom.
That's not good.
It is late afternoon when you enter the city, or when you arrive upon the city of Venom. And the city itself does not look like it's in very good repair, or just generally not in the best of ways. It has a palisade wall, which still bears marks of battle from some sort of conflict that was fought. The soldiers are tired and weary that are guarding the gates. The civilians are in general seemingly malnourishment, and nobody seems to be very happy here. It's a very worn down, run down place. And as you progress towards the city, travelers who are passing on the road regard you with weary, tired eyes.
Is Anton able to tell when the last attack was?
He can roll me a history check. Time in the military.
I would also
live.
like to do that, as well as inspect any tracks. they might have left behind. History, that would be a 14.
22.
14 and a 22. So, both of you, sort of working together, are able to come up with a working theory that this is maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. The reason why there's a little bit of hesitancy is because there's different ages of sort of battle damage and weary worn.
Constantly harassed.
It seems like it's been harassed several times in the past weeks, but the most recent seems to have been 2 weeks. The damage that is the newest, which could have been around 2 weeks old, does not seem to be as extensive as older stuff. What you're looking at is all the damage to the logs themselves and some of the debris that's around and the rate of decay and just generally your experience with Isaac, your experience with raiding and just living that life where there was that level of sort of a reality. You're aware of the after effects, and Anton having participated in this kind of combat, you're able to quite accurately judge sort of the levels of intensity of these different raids.
I'd like to relay some of this information with to the party, that it just looks like this place is harassed a lot, and that the most recent attack was probably about 3 weeks ago, roughly.
Might be best if we skip this town and proceed forward.
Vin agrees with Nephis.
Let's not get drawn into whatever this is on the edge of civilization.
They look like they've been able to hold out this long, though. But yeah, I do agree.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the state of them? Probably not much longer, but it's not our
Well,
business.
Well, Isaac would not like leaving them around, knowing the general just how the world works here. He knows that even if we dealt with them, there'd just be more.
Yeah, that just... It isn't going to stop even. I mean, like, we'll be here... We could be here weeks.
We would
and they'll
have
just
to
keep
stay
coming.
here for the rest of our lives and defend this town.
Yeah, they just keep coming.
So you guys are going to pass around the other side of the city and carry on traveling.
I think that sounds like the collective decision.
Yeah, unless someone from the village stops us, we are passing by or through.
They're not. So Vinshenzo's stopping to inform the guards of the town about the nearby danger. Vin, especially given your state of office and all the fanciness,
assumed that we were like at least passing through the town. I don't know.
I assume that you guys are passing through the town as well. Nobody's making an effort to stop. I mean, the road goes into and outside the other end of the town. So it is the most expedient way to get through no matter what. But nobody's chasing you down in the streets or anything. Nobody's really paying attention to you. All of their eyes, heads are down and eyes are turned away. It's a very demotivated place. The guards thank you for the information and promise they'll send a patrol out to investigate the attacks that you reported, and bid you a good day with all of the formal politeness that they remembered to use. As you get to the other side of town and pass through the palisade gates on the western side, Anton specifically, and anybody else who cares, I need you to roll another perception check.
This would be on alert.
Me too. Is it daytime?
It's late afternoon.
Am I in direct sunlight?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Nephis and Anton, you guys are able to identify accurately that you see Dordian Cognate style arrows that are embedded in some of the trunks of the palisade wall, as well as other debris that marks out that Dordian horsemen had been fighting here recently.
Oh shit.
But the damage on this side of the palisade and everything on this side of the walls looks a lot less intensive. It looks like the town, at least on this front, whatever happened. It's a lot older. So when I say recently, I mean like within the last month. It's older, and it seems like the town is weathered fairly well on that edge.
Can I do a history check?
Yes, sir.
I want to do a history check of the relations between the Dordians and the West Marches. Just, I figured they were neutral, so it's kind of interesting to see this a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. That looks like it's gonna be a 5.
All you know is that these guys are barbarian savages, and anything introducing into diplomacy would be above them.
Yeah,
They're
pretty
base
much.
animals and savages, and they all deserve to die.
Whoa.
Wow, Anton, tell us how you really feel.
It's the mask. It's getting to my head.
Then he watched all of his friends get cut down by Dordian
Yeah.
horsemen.
I don't
Yeah.
like Dordians.
First-hand witnessing of the 300, not 300 the Greeks, but the Light Brigade.
Yeah.
Except not the Light Brigade. Anyways, yeah. So you witnessed that. Passing at the other side, though. So you're not gonna stop and do anything else. You're just gonna move right into the wilderness. Yeah.
I pretty much will do that, though I want to inform the others, if we have not already, quietly about, seeing signs of previous conflict with Dordians, it looks like. So.
That's what those
Upon hearing this, I would like to do a history check to see if it's common for them to raid and test borders and stuff.
Sure.
I saw you eyeing those arrows, Anton.
Yeah, only an 11.
Yep. I know those arrows well.
Isaac, you're aware that the Dordian Cognate, while it is marked out as a single country on most world maps, it's more of a cultural region. Not only do clans of Dordian sort of different factions fight enemies outside of their territory, but they also raid each other too. For them, it's some level of glory, as well as due to the fact that it's a very large open steppe land. They don't have a whole lot of nice resources that they tap into, so it's an easy way for them to get what they need, is to just go in, and some of the lesser clans will raid, not only outside but within their borders too.
Yeah.
So, if anything, to you, it's just a sign of them being around.
All right. Well, okay then. We continue moving, I guess, unless someone else had something they wanted to do.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything.
Whoever mentioned to keep moving was wise.
God, Vin, you're always so impatient.
Does Isaac
All right.
say that to me?
If Vin said to keep moving, then yes.
Aren't you like a knight now?
I'm the one who said that. That was me. That was my bright idea.
I do not care to tarry where the common folks squalor.
Ugh.
Here we go again.
Aye, living in cities is menial and unsatisfying.
Menial and unsatisfying. All right. And with that, so to continue on past the city, there's a dirt road. It doesn't really make it too much farther. You get another 2 hours worth of travel before it sort of disperses into what is now quickly becoming sort of a scrubby grassland. Sorry, and you are now traveling in the wilderness effectively. But at this point in time, it is also sort of the end of the day. So from here on out, you will be traveling like off-road. So you can take into consideration whatever that might mean for you.
I continue riding with the others.
I
Same.
don't believe my sled would be impacted, correct?
No, it doesn't have wheels, so I feel like it'll handle the rougher terrain.
Though it sounds like
pretty all right.
I'll be leaving the wagon.
Nephis would offer to help concealing it. If we want to come back for it later, I can help conceal it.
Is this the fancy cart or the mediocre cart?
This should be the mediocre one.
Thought you left the mediocre cart with.
Oh shit, that's right. We left the mediocre one with the others because Vin. Yeah. So yeah, this is the fancy one. Yeah.
Well, okay. In that case, yes. Assist with hiding it.
Yeah.
If it was just the mediocre one, I would argue just leaving it.
Yeah.
Or having like just gifted to the fucking town we passed, because
Its quality doesn't matter. The functionality, they're practically the same. Although the last one did see a little bit of wear and tear.
Certainly seen better days.
Nephis helps.
Same for Anton. And if my retainers are able, I'd like them to help as well.
Yeah, they'll help. Except for
Cool.
Lothar, because she's gonna just handle the horses.
Thank you.
A horse.
No horsing around.
Aye.
Damn right.
Oh. Someone sent me a picture.
Aye.
Everyone heard it.
Aye.
Oh, that's a nice picture.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. So you've disguised. I'm just gonna state that because there's so many people helping, and you're probably going to be taking more than a minute or two to do it. You're able to get the cart nice and well disguised.
I'm going to make a mental note of where we left it.
Okay, you with your super brain for maps have mentally noted.
Use my Wanderer super map power to mark where it is.
You open up the map menu, pressing the M button. It's a waypoint because Isaac is the main character of this story.
Amazing.
I pull out my map and literature that I have, look around, draw a general like landscape with landmarks, and mark it on the map.
Amazing.
I make
Okay.
a mental note of what Anton said about me.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
What did Anton say about you?
I don't.
He's nuts.
Oof.
Ah.
Okay, the position has been marked. We can return
Position
to this
has been
location
marked.
at a later date.
You are.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Waypoint has been set.
I assume you guys are either going to be resting the night and continue in the morning, or are you going to just continue on from there?
Continue on.
Yeah, we might as well continue.
Travel
on.
through the night.
Yes.
You want to travel
Oh,
through the
that's-
night?
I can lead the way, Mr. Greycastle.
I can lead the way. I have goggles of night now.
I'm just trying to figure out how much walking, because that's a lot on the horses and us. Vin, I think you're the only one that needs like very little rest.
It would be good to give the horses a rest.
Yeah.
I mean, the 3 weeks of, or the however many weeks of travel that I gave you guys was just to get to this city. Now moving off road, it's going to take more time than that. I'm just pointing that out.
Yes,
So-
you men sleep half of your lives away.
He's not wrong.
Okay, 9:42. We can get a little. Sure.
Quite
Ooh.
sad, honestly.
Yeah, but at least we get to enjoy some pretty long dreams sometimes. I don't know what you see.
It's not what
Nephis.
I see, Mr. Anton. It's what I hear and what I
Is
feel.
everyone freeloading on my sled?
Not Anton. The retainers? No.
I'm on my
No, here's-
horse.
We have 3 people riding horses, and 3
Ah.
people.
Who's
Well, we have
freeloading on my sled?
Me and Khutula.
Excuse you, I was invited. I earned my spot.
Okay, then I am
Fine.
freeloading.
Correct.
Cthulhu is the second mate
I-
of the sled. She's the skipper.
The skipper of the sled.
Yes.
I'm riding on it unless I was told I wasn't allowed, in which case I guess I'm walking.
Aye.
I mean, you could just take one of the draft horses, because
Anton's got a big horse. Just snuggle up with him.
No thanks.
Isaac's freaking huge.
I
I
don't, I'm like 275 pounds in armor.
That poor horse.
That horse
Why
would
do I ride
die.
on a sled with all that weight? Ridiculous.
Whoever
Weigh the
rides on
sled
the
down too
sled
much.
gets lower back problems later in life.
Oh yeah.
It's 15 feet. We can just lie down.
Yeah.
You just take a draft horse.
Just lay down.
What are those like sleds they like lay down on and go like really fucking fast?
Bobsleds.
Bobsled. Cool running.
Hell yeah.
It's like cool running, Anton.
Yes.
All right. Nephis begins setting up camp. If you guys insist on going through the night, I'll catch up with you.
Oh, for Timora's sake, Fine, we can rest.
Yeah, we could use the rest.
How about you play us a song, Vin, while we set up camp?
I am not your monkey, Mr. Nephis.
Oh.
I don't think anybody said that. You're more of a bard.
I order my dog to watch through the night.
Amazing.
I meditate for 4
Would you give him
hours.
his name again? Alpiner?
Alpiner.
Alpiner.
The gun from frickin' Stalker Misery Mod.
Okay.
It's a P220.
Okay.
That's kind of cringe.
This dog can
Like from,
shoot.
like from Titanfall and not Apex Legends.
But that's a P2020.
It's a P220, I thought.
2020.
Isn't that what I
Space.
said? It has all the same letters and numbers in it.
Aye. You be right, Captain. Okay.
So it's going to take you 22 days to get to where you're expected to go due to the off-road conditions.
Ugh.
The mountains
Considering-
or the forge?
The forge.
Okay.
That is taking into account the fact that like the closer you get to the mountains, the more difficult travel is going to be. So you're going to be averaging about 18 miles per day.
Whoa.
And that's like you'll be going faster at the start and slower at the finish. So that's how that's taken into account.
Who is leading us? Is it Isaac right now?
Imagine it is, yeah.
Yes, this is my home field. I got.
Yeah, he used to roam around here. You're like in his backyard.
Take us that way.
I ask. Let me ask the DM this first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's not a private secret place. He would know where that is.
Okay.
He would know that it exists. But
Hell
that's a
yeah.
question you would more have to ask him.
Oh.
But he would know it.
It's possible.
Well,
Like it's
Are you asking me, and should I be rolling here?
yeah, that's
should
gonna
he
be it, like-
should he roll for it?
yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. It's something that he would like it's a reasonable thing to
Uh-huh.
ask. It's not an impossible thing.
That's kind of what I was asking. The fucking I bring Isaac aside and speak to him privately before we set off for the day. And I say, Vin says, Isaac, do you know about the nearby circle to the Underdark? And I guess now you roll. Hell yeah.
That would. Well, what are we rolling? Survival, or
I don't know.
history? What am I rolling? Because
That'll be a history.
then it's a 9.
It's a 9. You're aware of where it is. You're aware of what it is. You haven't been there yourself.
Could he go there if he wanted to?
He'd be in unfamiliar territory, but he knows Isaac, you'd be in unfamiliar territory, but you're generally aware of where it is.
Yeah, I could find the way there. I know roughly where it is. I haven't been there myself yet.
Well, now's a fantastic time to learn. See, I believe we can cure Mr. Carlos's ailments if we get back to my homeland. And by me, I mean someone in my family. I mean, we.
I mean, you should bring it up to the rest of the party then.
Why
See what they have to
complicate
say.
them? Why complicate things with their droning on and on about what to do and what's not? I think we should just head directly there.
Well, I think we should decide as a party.
I'll leave it up to you.
Well, in that case, that is what we will do. And I go and inform the party of Vin's suggestion.
I'm vaping.
Oh.
Using that fine tobacco.
The wacky tobacco.
What does everybody think?
Yes, what does everyone think?
Issue should probably be handled by Carlos and Anton, considering they're the ones who got Anton into the situation. I'll still be heading to the forge. Oh. Shit.
Can my horse and me ride on your sled?
Perhaps we can diverge. You can take Carlos and see what you can have done. We spent plenty of time trying to get to this forge. I'm eager.
I will go to the forge, Mr. Nephis. I grow tired of your hard head, though.
Where on the map, roughly, is the entrance to the Underdark? In relation to the forge?
So you've been told that the forge is sort of on the where the red dot is closer to the southeast sort of side of the mountain ranges. Still within the mountain range, though, is where the forge is, and the entry to the Underdark is closer towards the northwest, but it's more like northwest of the forge towards the upper part. Yeah, but it's
So it's past the forge.
Yeah, it's past the forge.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I thought this was okay.
The red dot is the forge. Those red dots are the original OG fucking
The
quest
bottom one
markers.
is the Tarvian outpost.
Yeah.
Anton's friend's house.
Yeah.
I think they're
It's
dead,
Anton's
though.
friend's house. The actual forge, not the forge. Sorry, the actual entry to the Underdark is farther into the mountains. Like it's deeper in.
Okay, so we go to the forge. I think it'd be best if we go to the forge first.
That settles
Yeah,
it.
you know, thinking back, or I should probably have asked it earlier, but if I know it's past the forge, I would have just suggested we go there right after the forge.
I do suppose, though, if we do get Carlos to his original form, his armor probably won't fit him, then that's kind of not good.
Well, I guess we'll just have to head back to the forge then. It's not that far, and I'm sure they'd be able to fix it there.
I don't rightly care for many material things. I care more about my comrades.
Anton doesn't say anything, but he's gonna think about it. Freaking Vin with the damn ring.
While I appreciate this sentiment,
ring?
Vin,
Precipitation.
while I appreciate this sentiment, Vin, these material things keep me alive, so they are pretty important.
So you suppose we head to the...
Christ.
Turn it around, baby. Perhaps Vin was right all along.
Now I agree with you, Vin.
Hey, it's not my fault. I have to remember, Carlos looks like a fucking freak.
Wow.
And that's a title that I usually reserve for Anton. You've been promoted.
And my
You're not a
wedding
freak.
I'm sorry to go on a rant, but my wedding ring is fucking different than a piece of fucking armor. We've gone through like 20 sets of fucking armor.
We really have, to be honest.
I haven't been wearing armor. Fuck you.
You need to be a monk at this point. Sorry.
I don't wear armor. Look at how I turned out.
Fucked.
Almost dying several times.
But I didn't.
Thankfully.
I'm wearing armor now. Well, then it's up to Carlos whether what he wants to do, whatever. I'll be heading to the forge. Carlos's form is his issue.
What the fuck are we going to the forge for?
we were originally.
Vampire slaying that weaponry and armor originally.
Yeah, vampire, like anti-vampire weaponry. So I'm assuming, like, out of character. This is me saying it out of character. I'm assuming they would be like providing us with silvered weapons or silvering the weapons that we already own, so that we could kill vampires with them. But that's
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
Nice.
pretty much the whole
Kill
spiel.
vampires.
I
Yeah.
have no wish to debacle with these vampires.
You don't want your ring back?
He got
God.
one made. Look at his hand.
I've made arrangements with my family to have another one made. Certainly, it's a great loss, but yes.
Well, honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about tangling with vampires again anyway, but we did say that we would at least warn the Tarvians. After that, I
Oh,
imagine it's out of our hands.
I still have interest in. Yeah.
these are.
I have a burning rage against the Archduke.
I have a burning rage about what was just fucking said. Aren't there dwarves? Aren't these people at the forge like completely unrelated to Tarvia?
Oh, that's the
They
next
are
definition.
completely unrelated to Tarvia, these
Yeah.
people at the Forge. They are entirely related to Peter Montfort.
Aye.
Remember? Okay, look. So here we were at the fucking monastery. They wanted us to go to the forge
I know
to
all
get
this
weapons, and then we were saying we wanted to go here to warn the Tarvians of what the fuck's going on. Yeah, sorry, the fucking monastery.
Bitch.
And then we went to Vales for information. Then we went for here. We're going to go here for the forge for weapons.
And
Go
then we're gonna
here
go
to talk
south.
to the Tarvians to warn them of the threat of the vampires. And then from here, we weren't really sure whether or not we'd go back.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Vin forgot what the vampires did to him. Disrespected him.
Is Carlos
front of
saying
everyone.
this to me?
No.
Carlos never said anything. That's a lie.
Now is not the time or place.
So yeah. How about that?
It's a good plan.
All right, let's go.
It's a
I've-
plan.
Have all those notes written down. Cool. Okay, well that fills up this session. Thanks everybody. We have, in terms of distance, moved quite far. Which is good. I guess that's productivity. Yeah.
Excellent.
So that was this week's session. There's nothing stopping me from having next week at regular times. Or anybody got any issues with next week?
I
I could do
Don't think
Friday
so.
again.
For the sake of my mental health, I'm not doing 2 in a week again.
same. I'm not fucking doing
Not
that.
after I have to do all the other stuff that I usually do on top of an extra.
Yeah, I'm
one.
not
Sorry,
fucking. I'm not fucking doing double sessions for one campaign. That's a bit excessive.
But we
What
missed
the
a
hell?
week.
I don't
But,
give
yeah,
a
but
shit.
that means I then have 2 days to prep for the next session,
No.
including all the other shit that I do on the weekend. So that's why I'd prefer not to have to do a Friday and then a Monday right after.
Sounds like
So
a
I got-
personal problem.
Plus,
I got
It
shit I
is.
need to take care of. So
Well, as long as people are active in IC dialogue, it shouldn't be that bad.
No.
Yeah.
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 What did Kardoc mean by this?
I don't know. It's a mystery.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
we'll never discover. Never discover it.
Was she really there all along?
Did Khutula play dice with us? I need to know.
Find out on this next week's session.
So are we doing Monday next week?
Next Monday.
Okay.
Monday.
I can do Monday next week. I'm being there.
Where's fucking...
And Chris,
Hello.
oh wait, is my fucking shit on? No.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll get with you to talk about my custom order